Hey, what's going on, YouTube fam? We are in Caledonia today doing a long-awaited neighborhood spotlight, so stay tuned.
Absolutely, guys. Hey, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Kevin Irwin.
And I'm Ross Young.
We are local real estate agents here in the West Michigan area. If this is your very first time to our channel, we go over anything and everything that has to do with living and thriving here in the West Michigan area. So make sure you smash that subscribe button, hit the little bell notifications so you guys get notified every time we put a video out. Guys, we love making these videos, but we love helping you relocate to Michigan way more. So do not hesitate to reach out to us. You can call us, you can text us, you can email us, you can even send a pigeon carrier if you guys have to. Whatever you have to do to get a hold of Ross and I, we have your back when it comes to making a move here in West Michigan. All right, without further ado, Caledonia, Ross, let's kick this off.
Man, Caledonia is definitely an up-and-coming area.
Yep.
You know, over the last 10-15 years, it has really built up a lot, has really grown a lot. Caledonia is still primarily a farming community. Now, give you an idea where Caledonia is at in relation to Grand Rapids. We are on the southeast side of Grand Rapids. Now, there's main thoroughways, like we talked about in a lot of our videos. There's main thoroughways that kind of go through and around Grand Rapids. You have M6, you have 131, but one of the main ones on this side of town is called M37. M37 goes right through Caledonia, goes south all the way down to Battle Creek, and then if you go north, you're going to go right past Gerald R. Ford International Airport. So if you were looking at having a quick escape from Grand Rapids area,
Yes.
Caledonia is definitely one of the places to look at.
Now, when you're driving through Caledonia, you're gonna get that sense of that farm community in a lot of areas. Like Caledonia has an older downtown, and then on the outskirts, you know, kind of going along M37, you're gonna have some strip malls. You're gonna have some of your creature comforts like McDonald's and Subway and some of that stuff down there. So you're gonna have the old school downtown, it has that nice walkable feel to it, and then you're gonna have some of the newer stuff.
One thing to think about with all these small towns that we feature on here, that they didn't have, just living purpose in mind when they first created the town. Like Caledonia, for example, if you go into the old downtown area, you're gonna find the old feed mill right in downtown Caledonia. This is still primarily a farming community, but it's building up because as more people move to West Michigan and more people discover what gem we have here, more people want a share of that. And so a lot of new developments and stuff are coming up, but it still has the heritage of being an old farm community.
Yeah, I would totally agree. When you're driving through Caledonia, you're going to see a lot of farmland, and then all of a sudden you're going to run into a development.
Yep.
And that started off because of maybe a farmer or a generation of farmers retired, and nobody wanted to take over the farm, and they decided to sell land, and developments came in, hence starting to build up this community.
Yeah.
So let's go to a couple other areas in Caledonia and kind of show you guys what some other areas look like. All right, so now we are talking shopping. Caledonia is that farm feel community. You're gonna have a lot of farm areas around here, and obviously your developments like we talked about. Now, what is there for shopping around here? Now, standing behind us is one of the bigger strip mall outlets here. You've got all of your necessities here in Caledonia. You've got your McDonald's and your grocery store behind us. You've got pizza joints and stuff like that over there.
Professional buildings.
Yep. So that stuff is right here. So even though you don't have like your Target and your Best Buy and stuff, that stuff is actually very close because you just go up M37 or hit M6. You've got Tangler Outlets over in Byron Center. That's super close to Caledonia. You go north on M37, you're gonna hit the airport. So in conjunction with everything, Caledonia is really nice because you're getting outside of the city, but just outside of the city. All right, so we're gonna go drive around a little bit, kind of show you guys the type of housing that we're talking about that's here in Caledonia. Now, for anybody that likes hiking and walking and taking the kiddos to the park, I think there's about 3 different parks here in Caledonia that you can go to. A lot of them have hiking trails now around the parks so that, if you are into that thing, you're going to have options around here. So we're gonna go drive over and show you some of the housing, some of the newer developments that are here, just so you guys can get a kind of sense of what kind of houses are here. And then once we get over there, we'll kind of touch base on what the price of the houses are in Caledonia. Okay, so Ross and I were getting ready to go drive around to some of the different developments and stuff, and we kind of saw the new library they have here. They've got pickleball courts over there. There's more development going on over here, so they're really trying to make this walkable and you know, a lot more stuff to do down here.
Right, there's an amphitheater, and right next to the library here, you also have a trail.
Yeah, so we're gonna go check that trail out real quick, just so you guys can see it.
One thing that we can't emphasize enough is West Michigan is very nature friendly.
Yeah.
Because our summers here are some of the best in the country, arguably. If you want to argue that, we'll go. So we spend a lot of time, a lot of money in our tax dollars to make these areas very, very beautiful. And this is nothing short of that. So if you guys are nature lovers, you really like to get outside, like to be out on the trails, like to walk, hike, bike, things like that, West Michigan is definitely a place to look at.
Okay, so housing here in Caledonia, what can you guys expect? Right now, Ross and I are in one of the new developments that are here. Obviously, we see all brand new housing. Now, these developments are popping up all over Caledonia as farmland gets sold, as wooded land gets sold. This particular development we're in right now, you've got trees and woods on both sides. So when you're looking out your back window, you're just gonna see a forest, and you're not gonna see, maybe not necessarily a forest, but you're gonna see woods, and you're not gonna see other houses. Now, obviously, when you look out your front windows, you will see houses. It's a typical development. When you get downtown Caledonia, you're gonna see older homes down there. And then obviously there's a lot of country farmland out here. There's a lot of country acreage out here. So you're gonna have some bigger estates here and there. You're gonna have plenty of spots where, you know, let's say that you're moving to West Michigan and you want a house on acreage, you're going to find houses like that here in Caledonia. Now, the average price point here in Caledonia is right around $414,000. Now, that's a little bit higher than some of the other areas, and mainly because there's so much growth going on in Caledonia. It's super close to everything, but you're still escaping the hustle and bustle of Grand Rapids, but yet you're super close. I mean, you're only like maybe a 10 to 15 minute drive to the airport, maybe 10 minutes to get to Grand Rapids and get to the shopping districts, but yet you're still out here in the country. So, Ross, you got any more thoughts on that?
Yeah, one thing I want to add is that Caledonia has a lot of property that's being built up that are not in developments. Say you wanted 5-10 acres or things like that. There's a lot of those, you know, custom build homes in Caledonia. You can have $1 million plus home next to a $400,000 house. It's very common to see out here in Caledonia because one person will, like Kevin said, sell farmland. Somebody will buy it, put $1 million house there, but it doesn't change everything around it. So it's not uncommon to see those very high-end homes all of a sudden just pop up out of nowhere.
Yeah, absolutely. So let's drive through some of these areas over here and kind of show you guys some of the housing.
All right, one thing to really think about if you're looking at Caledonia is that it's not uncommon to have a brand new development and all of a sudden there's cornfields or soybean fields right next to it. You know, if you drive into Caledonia, you're going to go by a lot of fields, a lot of farms, horse farms, things like that, and all of a sudden you're going to be in Caledonia, and then you blink, you're going to be back out of Caledonia. It's definitely still primarily a farming community. So let's talk about what it's going to take to buy a house in Caledonia area right now. In Caledonia, the list price to sales price is actually still at 101%, even with rising interest rates. What does that mean for you? It means that it's still very competitive in order to find a house in Caledonia.
Now, don't you guys worry though, because obviously you have Ross and I here for you. So
Yep.
we are very good at multiple offers, and we will get you guys the house that you're looking for. You just have to let us know what you're looking for. So as we're driving through again, guys, I am seeing such a mixture of housing here. I am seeing a lot of high-end houses on acreage. You know, these aren't just like $400,000 house. These are like $1 million houses. You know, here's a $1 million log cabin over here, right in the middle of probably a $300,000 to $400,000 house right across from a big cornfield. So if you're looking at West Michigan area to be able to get acreage and you want that and you want to build a really nice house out here, Caledonia might be a good spot to check out because of proximity to Grand Rapids, and there's a lot of other high-end houses, which is good because you're gonna want other high-end houses in the area in order for your house to continue to have its value high. So those are just some things to think about.
All right, so the Caledonia is known for its schools. There are 10 schools of 4,600 students. Now, the best way to really describe Caledonia schools, now not all 10 of them are right in the Caledonia right immediate area, but there's a number of schools that are centered right around the high school, and it's really ingenious how they have it set up because it's more set up like a collegiate campus. Now, right to the north, you have Emmons Lake Elementary School, just to the next door of the Caledonia High School. And then right to the south, you have Craft Meadows Intermediate School, and just south of that, you have the football stadium. And then just a little bit further south of that, you have Duncan Lake Middle School. Now, these are all, like I said, these are all connected with walking trails and bike trails. And then the place that we started this video at was Caledonia Lakeside Park, which is also connected to the other place that we stopped at, the library. So you can walk and bike to all these places, and I think it really makes living in Caledonia special because if your kids go to any of these elementary schools, they're going to go to the elementary school, the middle school, the high school, all in the same area. So as far as being able to know where you're going every year, it's going to be very similar.
All right, you guys, so there you have it, Caledonia, Michigan. So it is Michigan weather right now, and it got really windy and it started raining, so we're going to finish this video inside the truck. So Caledonia, I would say that it is a very nice community. You've got a lot of acreage. You got a lot of open feel to it, but yet you still have that close community feel to it. It's a very nice campus, very nice schools, very nice downtown. People were saying hi to us, so it's another West Michigan town that's very friendly. So if you guys are interested at all in Caledonia, do not hesitate to reach out to Ross and I. We would absolutely love to help you guys relocate here to Michigan. So if you guys are looking to relocate here, do not hesitate to reach out to us. You can call us, you can text us, you can email us, you can even send the pigeon carrier if you guys have to. Whatever you, yeah, not in this weather. Pigeon's not going to like you very much for that. Whatever you guys have to do, we have your back when it comes to making a move here in West Michigan. All right, on to the next video. See you guys.
See ya.